We are here at the White House right now ahead of President Trump marking 100 days in office, and we had a chance to speak with some senior White House officials about the issues important to North Carolina. From music to innovation to technology, South Korea quickly becoming one of the world's fastest growing economies. Coming up, the details on a new crime bill after stabbing victim Irina Zarutska becomes law in North Carolina. Well, the federal government shutdown now on day 4, and hopes for a quick end are now fading. But I want to show you right here, we're in a Bank of America parking lot. This is the entrance to Biltmore Village. It is still a river. En este momento, los republicanos en el Congreso están considerando recortes masivos en el presupuesto. This map ended up with a 3-point win for Donald Trump. But when you take a look at the governor's race, you see more blue filling in. I'm always late to the party. Usually I've never seen any of the Best Picture nominees, and then whoever wins, I'll watch it then. But what we do know right now is that 6 UNC students are having their visas terminated. One of the criticisms have been it didn't seem that there was any rhyme or reason as to why these specific students were targeted. I'm Tom George. North Carolina Congresswoman Virginia Foxx recovering right now after falling at the Capitol building in Washington Friday afternoon. Turning now to some other headlines in your speed feed. One person is dead tonight after a head-on crash in Harnett County. This happened around 1:30 this afternoon. There's no snow, but that cold Arctic air has moved in, and it is not going away anytime soon, unfortunately.
Duke, Tom George, our ACC football champions.
Trey and Kate working hard out there, burning the midnight oil, but we wouldn't have it any other way. Photo finish overtime, and Duke, as you said, ACC champions. Thank you, guys.
Let's go to Tom George. He's joining us live now in Charlotte after speaking to an eyewitness there that had a pretty incredibly terrifying day unfold. Tom?
Yeah, absolutely terrifying, Amber. As a matter of fact, we're standing in his backyard right now. This entire area where we are was caught in the crossfire, the bullets coming this direction. And they say that it all started from that upper window right there. Sang Chun still remembers having to escape war growing up in Cambodia.
The bomb that dropped in my village lost my daddy, and we just ran out.
Now, decades later, he never expected that same kind of violence would show up right at his door again a second time.
I can't believe it, right beside my house.
These flowers marking the spot where he saw officers get hit by gunfire. Sang says he had to duck for cover as the suspect next door opened fire on law enforcement who were serving a warrant on 39-year-old Terry Hughes Jr. for illegal possession of firearms by a convicted felon.
He knew we're not going to give up.
As the gunfire continued,
all the bullet is like, it's like when it hit the ground, it's like popcorn, like the ground like this.
You can see in his video officers taking position behind parked cars in his garage. Just beyond that is where he saw 2 officers go down.
That's the one got hit, and the other one is stand like this. And then he got hit, fall over.
That shootout ending with an hours-long standoff, killing the suspect. You can see the front of the home mowed down. In the end, Charlotte-Mecklenburg officers Sam Pelosi, William Elliott, and Joshua Iyer, along with Marshal Thomas Weeks, were killed and 4 others were injured.
We're a resilient profession and a resilient city, and we will certainly get through this. But it will take time, and it will take support.
Support that begins right here.
Thank you to the officer that left your life. Here, all 4 of them. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, Stephen, Lauren, a really difficult time for this family, but they have been getting a lot of support. But you see just how much they have ahead of them, all the damage right here. Thankfully, Charlotte and her 2 sons, 8 years old and 5 years old, were not home at the time. But sadly, their 5 pets didn't make it. Through the good times,
Sebastian, born in 15, Vincent born in 18.
And the bad.
Husband, 19, diagnosed with cancer, passed away in 21. Your timeline of life, I have had them there the whole time.
Charlotte and David built their family in their house by the lake. A few years ago, David died from his cancer caused by burn pit exposure from his time in the Army. Then, yesterday, this. Watch as smoke begins to build as their dog Olaf paces the halls. Then, flames igniting in a matter of just minutes. Olaf and her 2 cats didn't make it. Charlotte now trying to be strong for her sons.
I'm very pragmatic and analytical, and I kind of just, I have my moments. I was a big ball of crying yesterday. I couldn't contain my emotions.
Just trying to save what she can, but that might be hard.
The entire second floor has collapsed onto the first floor.
She's hoping to find her husband's urn, but all that's left might be a metal tag.
And maybe we'll get lucky that since it was already ash, there will be remnants of the ash that maybe we could put into a container.
All she can do now is try and move forward with the life she and David built together.
We'll just deal with and build bigger and better, and my little boys will help design our house, and we'll make the most of the next chapter.
You know it when you hear it.
I don't know, just a little bit of like a twang to have, I guess.
It just kind of rolls off the tongue.
But these days, the Welcome to Raleigh, y'all sign might be the only reminder you're in the South. Natives like Mariana Morin, who grew up in New Bern, are now becoming more of a rarity.
I notice myself when I'm around people who aren't from here that my accent's not as strong, but then when I'm with people who grew up here, I get right down into that accent with them.
Linguists have found with each generation that iconic drawl is fading. For students like Jack Dortch from Charlotte,
I'd say a lot of the younger kids I know definitely don't really have much of a Southern accent at all, but I think it more so just kind of comes with what part of North Carolina you're from.
or whether you're from North Carolina at all. Demographics show nearly half of North Carolina adults were born somewhere else. And non-natives are now a majority in 18 counties, including all 3 main counties of the Triangle. And that's impacted how people talk. Professor Robin Dodsworth studied the speech patterns of people from Raleigh and says over the years, the vowel shift was the first thing to go.
In many parts of the South, words like high or tide get pronounced ha or tad.
But the trend isn't just in North Carolina. Georgia is seeing the same thing. More transplants and travel means changes in language.
Beginning around World War II, there was kind of greater mobility that allowed for people to become exposed to dialects that were not just their home dialect.
But it doesn't mean it's gone away. In fact, even the newest North Carolinians, and where are you guys from?
Connecticut, New York.
Have picked up a few words here and there.
We both say y'all so much.
We do say y'all now, that is true.
Yeah.
And I never thought I would be saying y'all.
And when y'all means all, maybe there's a little bit of Carolina in everyone.
Just how nice I am to other people. I know a lot of people out here like, Southern hospitality. So, you kind of need to catch on to that.